I'm now recording. It's 6:41, so we're a little bit late starting, but that's usually the norm on these high-tech, excuse me, presentations. I thought I was going to use the same presentation as I did last year, but after I went on the website, I saw they made a few changes and updated the program and the manual. I decided I better go with a new one, so I've been working the last 2 days trying to get the new presentation up and running. So I do have session one for tonight up and ready, and so we're going to walk through that. And if anybody has any questions or comments or input, feel free to speak up, interrupt. I don't care if you do, or if you send me a chat, I might see it or I might not. So it might be easier if you can speak up, just to speak up. So we have myself, Charlie and Claudia, and Don's with us for a little while. And so we're looking at the Certified Guiding Lion program, which is designed to assist clubs that are newly chartered, established, or determined as a priority designation. Excuse me. Guiding lions may be selected and assigned for a 2-year term by the district governor in consultation with the sponsoring establishment of the club president, which will be the club pending, excuse me. I just finished dinner too. So just the new club president, if you had a new club, if you're assigned to a new club. Guiding lions are limited to only serving no more than 2 new clubs at any one point in time. I can't imagine trying to serve 2 clubs at one time. One would be enough, and trying to keep up with your own club. So upon this completion of this course, you will become a certified guiding lion, or if you're already and you get recertified, then that will work as well. Effective, they've changed the policy as of last October. It is no longer a requirement to have served as a club president to also serve as a guiding lion. So we always encourage lions to become certified by successfully passing the certified guiding lion course prior to appointment. So we talked about that last time. I had my last class last year. Nobody had been a club president, so we had a lot of certified guiding lions that couldn't really be appointed. But now that they've changed the policy, I think it will be more encouraging to more lions out there to take the CGL course. They may have been a lion for 10 or 15 years, know a lot, and not ever have been a president. So that will give us more people that we can tap into to be certified as a guiding lion. So the course objectives, as you see in front of you, are understanding your role as a guiding lion, helping you develop a plan to guide the club to become self-sufficient and strong, and to provide the tools to help their club officers manage their club, and establish a system to track development over the course of your term. Even if one is experienced as a guiding lion, you'll benefit from this course because it provides this comprehensive awareness of the roles and the responsibilities of a guiding lion. So the overall goal of this workshop is to familiarize the lions with the roles and responsibilities of a CGL and to give the lion the knowledge needed to carry out their responsibilities. So how you do this will depend largely on how accurately you have assessed your members' dedication, motivation, and knowledge of Lions clubs. So the goal of a certified guiding lion is to make a club successful. So here in front of you, you have 6 elements that determine if the club is successful or not. If you got the club members are conducting service projects that are meaningful to them, the club has achieved a net growth of membership and involves those new members active in activities quickly. If the club communicates effectively with members and the public, if club events are held regularly and are meaningful and positive. So that includes service activities, fundraisers, and meetings. So they kind of combined those all together over what they had here for last year. And club officers participate in zone and district leadership training. And the club is in good standing and reports regularly. So there's other characters that are out there that would identify a successful club, and I always have down the one particular one is the club having fun. Are they sharing their experiences as a lion with family, friends, and random people that they encounter? Are they spreading the news about lions? But as a guiding lion and you're mentoring a new club and new club officers, always remember that that club belongs to those members, and we should always focus on their goals. So the organization of this course going to be in 3 sessions. I've got it divided into there's 2 sections per session. So the course is 6 sessions long, and I've divided it into 3 sessions to keep it to an hour or less sometimes, so we can get through it and have interaction as well as cover the materials. So in section 1, it focuses on the leadership skills needed to be an effective guiding lion, and it helps you identify areas that you can develop further to make you a more effective leader. Section 2 gets off to get you off to a good start. Becoming an information expert, be the resource of resources is what they call it. So that section 2 will help you prepare for serving as a guiding lion by leading you through the current materials and training available from LCI. So that focus will be on club officer resources, club quality programs, and my LCI. And then section 3 will help you identify lions who can assist the club as club officers mentors and provide an outline for the mentor to follow when providing job-specific training. Section 4, designing club officer training. You'll learn to outline a general plan for club officer training that can be adapted for you, for your use in your area or your club that you are mentoring. That program outline will include an introduction to LCI, and then moves on to identifying and implementing service projects, how to conduct meaningful meetings, and strategies for continuous improvement. In section 5 will be assessing club needs. That'll help you identify the needs of the club so that resources and support can be effectively utilized. And then finally, section 6, guiding lion resources. That section will go through a description of the reports available to the guiding lion to help track the development of the new club. So here's a list of course materials. If you've got the workbook in front of you, or if you haven't, I can send it to you, or you can download it from LCI yourself for the participant workbook. And all these resources here, they really encourage those that are participating in the program to have gone through these and looked at them already. But obviously, we may or may have not seen all of these before, but between now and the end of the course, and ideally by next week, you will have had a chance to look at these resources.
Hey, Daryl, this is Claudia.
Hey, Claudia.
Can you send me at the end of this the workbook you're talking about?
Sure, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Write myself a note so I won't forget.
Hey, Daryl, is this the same workbook we used last year?
No, it's a little different. There's minor differences, but there's enough to go for the change.
Okay. All right, if you got a copy, send me one, will you?
A copy of the workbook?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the certification process, simply completing the course materials, completing the test, and submitting the verification form to either myself as your GOT or to your district governor or the multi-district GOT. And then the verification form would be needs to go to the district and the club administration with LCI. So what we did last year is everyone sent their verification forms and tests to me, and I submitted them all as one package. So we can discuss that on our last session, depending on what you want to do. If you want to just send it through me or just send it directly to LCI, you can do that as well. But you would have to have a signature on your verification form. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes here. There's a Presidential Certified Guiding Lion Award should you take on a Guiding Lion assignment and you work with that club and develop them over 2 years, which is what the period is, or the term for a Guiding Lion to be assigned. To receive that Presidential Certification Guiding Lion Award, you would need to have completed all the quarterly reports. These were submitted during your 2-year assignment. Quarterly reports are submitted to LCI and the district governor for 2 years. The final report is at the end of your 2-year assignment with the club, completing with the CGL final report. The criteria required to qualify for the award is as follows. Club officers confirmed the Certified Guiding Lion supported their club's development. The Guiding Lion attended the majority of the club's general and board meetings. No changes were made to club officers without an acceptable cause or proper election. The club had a net membership growth over the 2-year period. The club reported new service and fundraising projects. The club participated in district activities, including zone meetings. The club officers and/or members have visited other club meetings. The club is in good standing with Lions Club International. And finally, the club submits membership activity and club officer reports in a timely manner. So it's a long list, but those are things that really, if you're a healthy club, you're going to do all those things if you have officers that are trained and know what jobs they are responsible for. So here we go. Into session 1, we're going to cover sections 1 and 2. 1 is very short, and then 2 is a little bit longer, but we'll get through it. So section 1 is we'll go over the skills of a successful guiding lion. So your most important skill of a guiding lion is what? Commitment. The measure of success is the ultimate goal for guiding lion is to make the club president or club independent and self-reliant. The guiding lion is only successful when they are no longer needed by the club. So that's a good thing, to not be needed. Don, or if you're still there, what I'm doing is I have the presentation up on my main computer, and I'm also running the presentation on a side on my laptop so I can see the notes, and that's where I keep my notes read from. So you don't see them on the screen. All you can see on the screen is the slide itself.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Can you make these slides yourself, or you got to use what they got?
Well, I use what they got, but I modified them a little bit along the way, and I added my notes to the notes page. And I went off of some notes that I had from last year's presentation and transcribed them over to the new presentation.
Okay, so you can modify their slides then?
Yes, you can. It's not fixed. You can go through it and modify as you see fit.
Okay, that works.
Try not to do too much because people are always following in their workbook as well. So
yeah.
Try not to get them off course as much, no more than I have to.
Well, I just want to make the slides a little more exciting, you know.
Go for it. Let's see what you come up with.
Yeah.
So, Claudia, Charlie, Don, what characteristics do you feel you already possess, and which ones do you feel you would like to develop further, and how can you improve these skills? First, we need to we need to talk about what skills are needed, what we believe are skills that we need to be there as the guiding lion.
I think organization skills.
Most important, yeah.
Yeah, like time management, meeting management. Nothing's going to turn people off more than an unorganized gathering.
Yep. Something that I've gone through, I've got in my notes, is being a good communicator, active listener, be enthusiastic about your job, a team builder, and commitment. So a question I would ask is, if you have
Communication is a big point on this too.
absolutely. So the way to practice or improve your skills is to volunteer for positions in Lions that provides opportunity for you to practice and engage those skills. So as all of us here tonight, we've done that, but that's what we need to encourage other Lions to do is to step up in the new territory that they may not be comfortable with to begin with, but that will help them develop and hone in on skills that they have and practice the new ones that they may be weaker in. So here we go. Here's what they show as an administrator, being an advisor, liaison, enthusiastic, a skill presenter, a good listener, and technological savvy, which I've had a little challenge with tonight. Also being a motivator, a trainer, a team builder, planner, communicator, observer. And there's a lot of courses online that can help you develop those skills. But as we all know, we've been in the fields of in our private career, personal careers, that honing these skills, developing these skills through Lions helps us in other areas if we were still working. Don, are you still working?
No, I quit 10 years ago.
Yeah. Did you retire then too, or just quit?
No, I retired from teaching school 10 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. See, that was all there was to section 1. Here we are in section 2 already, but it is a good bit longer. So we'll get started on section 2, getting off to a good start. So transitioning into section 2, how can we support a successful club? And noting that the first step is to be aware of the tools, the training, and the support that is offered by LCI. So that's the backbone of where we get our information from, is the Certified Guiding Lion website. I'll tell you, I have to be upfront. I do not like the website they come up with now. To me, it's more difficult to find what I wanted. I guess I got comfortable with the website from last year. So hopefully they don't decide to change it every year.
Daryl, everybody's complaining about the new website.
It's not exciting. And who wants to look at the icons or files, It's terrible.
Yeah, with you.
I'll be right back. And when you're trying to find something, they say to go to the resource center, but you can't find anything there. So I just go to the internet section on there.
Yeah, go to the internet. And if you go to resource and there's no there, you got to go back and retype it in again to go to the website.
Yeah.
So I'm not really happy with it at all. I hope they can do something about that. They probably spent, I don't know, I'd be afraid to say how much money they spent to do that.
It's Lowell Bond's fault.
Yeah, we'll blame Lowell.
Yeah, it's his fault.
So even if we are seasoned and knowledgeable Lions, we still find it challenging to stay current with the latest policies, support materials, and initiatives. But it is our goal to become an information expert. That makes us a better Lion, a better guiding Lion, a better leader as district governors, past governors, and so forth. So we know that, and it's just a matter of taking the time to stay up. And with things I've had going on around here, I haven't had really time to access the website. And I didn't even know the MyLCI had changed until today, and I was panicking a little bit. And I finally got a little help to get on the new MyLCI website today.
Yeah, they changed that about the first of the month.
Yeah.
It sort of messed everybody up.
I had to make a phone
I went
call
ahead and
because
called
the
in.
email or
They
the
got me on there.
email response, well, I wasn't getting anything.
Yeah. I went ahead and called them myself, and they plugged me right on in.
Yeah. So as we've talked about already, the Leadership Resource Center offers a wealth of information for us to peruse and get more knowledgeable about Lions. And the Lions Learning Center is accessed through the LCI website. The LCI, the Resource Center offers a tremendous amount of information for new and established club officers. And we encourage club officers to become familiar with that site as well. Club officer orientation is there. There's resources that help get through that. Club officers orientation, you put that in the search box and it should take you right to it. And then there's online courses for the club president, club secretary, club treasurer, and membership chair, and more, as we all know. So, you all have a login for the Lions Learning Center?
I probably do. I just haven't used it in a while.
Okay, what I'm going to do at this point is divert from the presentation. I'm going to go online and we're going to just log on real quickly and go through the courses that's available there. Maybe I can do that. I don't know. Let me see. Can y'all see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
No.
No, I don't see your screen.
Okay, hold on.
I still, there we go. Yes.
Now you
Yep,
That's the main screen, yeah.
okay, so I'm on the website and I'm just going to go up here. The Lions Learning Center here. And here's the logon. You got to do the pop-up blockers. You got to turn that off. You need Adobe Flash Player and so forth in the system check. So you can do that if you haven't already. So I'm going to log in. I just changed my password today, so let's see if that works. Nope. Uh, I got a mental block now. I don't remember what my number is. Okay. Hold on a sec. Mental block.
Did they change this to your email address?
I got on here today without doing that. No.
Okay.
Let me go over here for a minute. Sorry about this. Oh, God, I forgot my number. I was on there today. Now let's see. Okay, I found it.
Here it's coming up.
So here we go. We go up here to the course catalog. At home, my information, that's where you establish, create your profile and reports, help. We'll go to the course catalog. And here's all the, got 4 pages of courses right here that you can take online. And Claudia, I'm sure you've done some of those to have been the district governor. They identify some that you have to do each year.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, to be a club officer, I recommend probably all of these once you have a chance to get to them. But over here we have the club officer training, and then we have the club president, secretary, treasurer. So those are the 4 most important, I think, for a new club that you are, as a guiding line, would bring attention to the club officers to go through these courses here together, and then select others that they may want to go through. Okay, so I went here and show my profile and such, and then I got the Lions Learning Center training courses that I've completed, and you can add other training here so you can keep it all in one place. Here's other training that I've done that I've added, so I keep it all in one profile. So,
You've done good, Daryl. You've done good with your training.
well, I guess over time it kind of accumulates, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to sign out of this. Going to get back to presentation. Okay, everybody back? You see it?
Yep.
Yep, we're back to squad 1.
We're not going to do that. So, again, we went to the course catalog. We saw what all 4 of these courses, where they are. I think they're on about page 4 of the course catalog. So,
Hey, Daryl.
go ahead, Claudia.
So, we're working in Troy to stand up a club,
Right.
and maybe you're going to discuss this further along. So when we stand up the club, the guiding lion doesn't have access to the club account. The secretary has. So I guess we'll have to have them log on to help them through the process.
Well, what a club could do, I'm just winging it here, is have the guiding lion entered as an administrator.
Okay.
They could take that role if they so choose to do. Now, maybe if you are assigned a certified guiding line, maybe you do have access otherwise without having to do that. I don't know. It's a good question.
I'll find out. I'll find out if it's
Yeah.
on.
What would you think would be the most important information to share with the club president? After taking these courses, the club president really needs to know how to run a meeting, running meetings by agendas, providing regular programs at meetings, allowing input and participation by club members at those meetings. For the club secretary, they need to understand that it's up to them to provide the agenda ahead of scheduled meetings, submit regular monthly reports to my LCI, and prepare and provide minutes of the meetings to the club members. I know, the club president and secretary work together to put the agenda together, but it's up to the secretary to get it out. Club treasurer to maintain administrative and activities accounts separately, provide a surety bond, be open and transparent accounting wise, and provide regular treasury reports to the club and the board of directors. So other helpful courses that we've looked at, time management, coaching, running effective meetings, those are three that stand out to me that really helps them get underway.
Hey, Darrell.
Hey, Charlie.
Wow.
Crazy. Okay. No, what I was, I'm sitting here looking and I'm thinking, okay, everything I've learned so far has been watching you and Claudia and everybody else. Man, I can really start getting smart. I guess I can do those things that smart people are supposed to do, huh?
Well, maybe you look at not just me, and you always have to admire Claudia, right? Did you go away, Charlie? Hello.
I'm back.
Okay. Well, all I can do is say we try hard. We make mistakes along the way, always do, but we can't let that hold us back, and we got to encourage new people saying that not let mistakes keep them from stepping out,
Okay.
So when you're working with your club as a guiding lion, your new club, you might have this list here in front of you. Just identify what training you would recommend for each one of these positions, and then just kind of put in the name of the club officer there. And I don't know what title it is. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but didn't really get any explanation of what that means. But I know that each position has an ebook that's available. That's really good to download and have it online. Have it on your laptop, your desktop, your smartphone. It's always good to have that along with you. And as Andy has done, is having the Constitution and bylaws at hand. I go back to the Constitution and bylaws when I really get in a pinch or a bind. I'm not sure what I need to do, but most of the time I just wing it and we get along fine. Just do what you feel is right. So we mentioned before, our goal as a guiding lion is to be the resource that knows the resources or knows where to go to find the answer.
We talk about the bylaws and so forth. Every time I went to a meeting, I always carried on a thumb drive,
Yeah.
My bylaws on that, because you find a lot of questions they got, they have, and you can always go back and look at them and show them in black and white what they got.
Right. And they made some changes this past fall, so I really need to go back and look through the international Constitution and bylaws myself. But online, the MyLCI, you can go to there's resources for effective club operation, club also resources, standard forms that clubs may need to use, Constitution and bylaws. The new one, I think, improving club quality programs. You got the Club Quality Initiative, which is the newest one, and you also have the Blueprint for a Stronger Club and Your Club Your Way. I think we're familiar with those last two especially. Then you have the Club Excellence Award. I think each set of club officers coming in need to be familiar with that up front. It kind of gives them the guideline on how to manage and go through their year to be successful and to achieve the Excellent Award. Then there's orientation guides for those new members coming in, charter night planning guide. So if we get along the way in Troy, we'll get to be able to use that. That'd be exciting to get a new club going. I've only participated in, two new clubs, when Daphne stood up and whenever Greater Dothan Lions stood up. Those have been the two that I've been part of.
Yeah, we're real excited.
Yeah, I hope it's a good thing. I hope it goes. So they've come up with this new club model structure. There's a few different titles, positions that they're trying to push clubs to adopt. Of course, you got your global action team, which is in the red squared circle there. You got the president, the first VP, your membership chair, and your service chairperson. And I don't know how many of our clubs have moved to filling that service chair position yet. I know we haven't. But that's what they're encouraging clubs to do, to move on. And the marketing communications chairperson, that's always been the publicity or PR person, so just a new name there for the same function that I see. And then kind of modeled after LCI. Whenever the LCI president goes out of term, they go to the LCIF. So they're pushing for clubs to also do that with their outgoing president, that they become the LCIF coordinator, which that makes it easy. Kind of keep it going that way, changing hands. You see anything on this club structure anybody wants to comment about?
The real challenge is having enough people to fill them.
Yep, that's true. It's like in our club, every member of the club is a board of director in some position or another.
A lot of these clubs only got 7, 8, 9 people in them.
Yeah.
You know.
One of the notes about this new club structure, they talk about this structure as part of a larger perspective for moving into the next century of providing the needed humanitarian service in our communities. So here we go. We have your Constitution bylaws. That's where club officer positions are defined, what directors do, what committee chairpersons do, what the roles of committees, and defining the club model structure. And then I expect we're all familiar with the e-books. They're pretty handy. You know, it's an electronic book of what you can get online. And it just makes it available. And then if you go through the ebook, it also has, hyperlinks built into the book that takes you different sections. So it's kind of a direct access to a particular item or a particular category or area that you want to read up and study about. And then we talked about these a while ago, the blueprint for a stronger club, your way, and then the latest is the Club Quality Initiative, which I think rolls a lot of that into all one. But I would I guess really with a new club, I started out with a club quality initiative. Since it is the annual plan, maybe helps them plan out their first 2 years. Uh, good successful clubs really get beyond planning for the 1 year. They get into strategic planning for 5 year periods, like a lot of corporations do. Let's see. Here we have the Club Excellence Award. We're familiar with that. I guess putting that in front of the club president, the club officers up front. Why is that off key? This is weird. Anyhow, you've probably seen those. Those forms, they're one pagers. They really give a good guideline for the president to outline his year and what they want to do and what they want to achieve as far as their club goals go. And then you got the new member orientation guide. Those are always good to have on hand. The secretary really should have, 3 to 6 guides handy for whenever they have new club members come in, prospective members. They can hand that off right away and not have to wait and say, well, I'll get you some information later. It's nice to have it at hand. And then if you got a new club standing up, celebrating, help them celebrate. Celebrate success, little successes as we go through. So determine the value of the Club Resource Center. What were the top 3 items that you feel are useful to promote excellence in club management? Speak up, anybody. I know that the online courses and the club development brochures, those 3 programs are really, I think, very useful up front. Constitution and bylaws, they're important, but they're pretty dry to me. You don't want that to be the first thing that you throw at them, I guess, is what I'm saying.
A lot of times club management has to be linked to how well you're serving your community.
Yeah. So your club outreach has a lot to do with the value of your club, the effectiveness of your club in your community.
Now, that's what you got your club assessment form for.
Yeah. On your governor visits, you got that assessment form that you take out with you. And that's really something we shouldn't just bring back and submit to LCI. We should, at some point, however tactfully, share that with the club president and secretary at least. So the MyLCI, again, that's a place for club officers to manage their clubs efficiently. I really do. I mean, when I became secretary treasurer, I was very happy to have my LCI available to me. I hated submitting a paperback or hard copy forms. It just seemed so prehistoric to me to have to do that. So I'm glad everything's online and updated. There's a number of things you can do there. There's training for MyLCI. The new club officers can go there and run through, keeping up with your statements, your report activities every month. Really important that we stress to the secretaries that they submit their monthly report by the last of the month and not for the first of the next month. So they get good credit for reporting timely.
We still got a club in our district who still does the old paper MMR.
Yeah. They're missing out on all the other information that's available through MyLCI if they just do the MMR,
Now, the biggest one I see here is report service activities. Clubs just don't do that. I don't understand why here in Alabama we just don't do that. Okay.
Well,
I read my line all the time. Where somebody's in there about turning in 200 sets of glasses or 300 or whatever, right? But I know we turn in thousands of glasses every year.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's never in reports. Okay.
It's really critical, and that's one of the biggest pieces of information that LCI relies on of the individual clubs is those reports. It helps build the program overall, the organization. I'm not going to go to my LCI. Y'all been there before, so we're not going to do that. So, you know, there you go. Practice entering new members. If you're not familiar with my LCI, again, you got, like you say, they just changed the website this month. And so now I had to go online for the My Lion app. I did that 2 years ago, but I hardly ever used it, so I forgot the name and password. So as of today, my username, which is my email, and then a password gets me to my LCI and to the My Lion app, so I can use them in the same both ways. Guess what? That's the end of session 1. So that's in the books. We will be better prepared next week when we get into session 2. And hopefully we'll have a couple more people join us. I know that Mark Aldridge and Pete Cruz will be on board with us. I think Mark is in the UK tonight or this week, and the conflict. So I'll be emailing them a recording of this and get them caught up, and we'll breeze through it. If there's only 5 to 7, that's what they recommend in the course. I had 10 last year, and it went pretty smooth. But it'll be different this year, having people that can actually see the presentation, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'll get with you Thursday, and I'll look on this website, see what I can find for the tutorial, and go from there. And we and I talk Thursday.
Okay, well, here I am. So, any questions, comments before you sign off?
I'll just give you a call Thursday.
All right, Claudia. There you are. All righty. I'm not hearing you, so I have to
remember how we did all this.
I know, yeah. Tonight was kind of a test run. I'm going to do a little better next time before next year. Charlie, good to see you again.
Hey, how you doing?
And Don, we're seeing each other, but you're not because you're on the phone. So you'll get more familiar with it. We'll talk about it Thursday, how to get through all this. And
I still look the same. I haven't changed.
Maybe it's better then. The first time I did this, I had on my governor jacket, tie, and everything. And I just had a pair of shorts on with it. So I said,
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night. I'm going to the softball game, watch grandkids play, and we'll dial in next week and see you then. Have a good evening. Signing out.